Hello again. These videos are getting earlier and earlier. But today, I'm trying not to wake everyone up because it is actually pretty early for a holiday this morning. It's just turned 8 o'clock, which I know is not early, but obviously it's a holiday. Everyone gets up a lot later, so I'm trying not to shout. Yes, but today I'm hoping is going to be a good one. We are going on the Jeep Safari. Still not 100% sure what it actually entails, but the guy was bigging it up quite a lot. And as I said, I read about it on TripAdvisor before we came away, and it was like the highest recommended thing to do while we're out here. So again, I'm gonna get some breakfast, and hopefully I feel a little bit more alive after that. And then we're getting picked up from the reception at 8:30, so we gotta be quick. Oh, gone the wrong way.
Not in England.
Left. Yes.
Multas ciudadanos para pactar, tras también tener un pacto ya hecho con el Partido Aragonés Regionalista. En Canarias, tanto el PSOE como Coalición Canaria mantienen abiertas opciones de bloques de...
Well, so far so good. Just stopped off to pick some people up now. This is like the view out the side. I think we've got a long journey to get someone else, and then we start climbing the mountain. Trying to work out what's going on. Yes. Well, I found the meeting point. I believe someone is going to tell us what's going on. And I think it's probably here.
And today we will go in the mountain. In reality, all is lava, all is the volcanoes.
Right then, first stop. Look at that. So over there you can just about see where we came from, all the way up onto the top of the hill. And I've realised I've not really given too much background on what is actually happening here. Basically, I'm still on holiday in Gran Canaria. We are on this Jeep Safari. We are travelling 100 kilometres today. I believe our highest point is 1,000 metres. I mentioned in my last video that we get like 10 days of rain. What I hadn't realised is the top half of the island gets 100 days of rain a year. Bottom half gets 10, which is already crazy. And that is why the bottom half of the island, other than that tourist area over there you can see, is just nothing. Volcano. So that is what we are exploring today. And as I say, that is not a bad view at all. Just stopped off for drinks at some guy's house, which is in the side of the mountain. I don't know how far I'm allowed to walk into this guy's house. I'd quite like to go all the way through. Can we go any further? I'll go a little bit further. looks like... Oh my god. I just got the biggest spider web on my face. That is probably a sign not to go any further. Next stop, it's some great views, but very, very close to the edge. It's becoming a geography lesson, this, okay? So you'll notice around me, there's a lot of trees compared to down the bottom when there was absolutely nothing. So what the guy has said is that these trees have adapted to the surroundings, which is that there's no water or 5 days of water a year. So the trees, and forgive me, it might not be 100% correct, these little leaves, branches that come off of these trees take in the humidity and through condensation are able to live. And then behind me, can you see that? We have a cave which they have dug into because under the ground where the trees take in all the water creates water there, which is pretty cool. So basically the trees have adapted to create water, and then the people around here have dug into the caves to get to the water. You can't really see it too great, but there's basically a big pool of water down there. You see, this channel's not just about fun, you know, it's about education as well. And we're learning. There's our posse of jeeps down there. None of the guides really speak English, which is a slight negative, but I'll tell you what, their English is a lot better than my Spanish, French or any other language, so big up to them. Next stop, we are now 1,000-ish meters in the air. You can get a pretty good view out. Over there is Tenerife, which I'll show you again in a minute. Can you see that? Not really, it's beyond the horizon. But I'll tell you what, over here, and again I can show you this in a second, you can see the tourist bit down, because the tourist area literally just lines the south coast, because as I said, as it doesn't rain at all in the southern half of the island, it's pretty much just rocks other than the south coast where all the tourist stuff is. So like, literally we are so far away now from civilization basically, and also you can see the clouds that are covering the tourist bit as well. So look at this blue sky here, and the bit where everyone is, it's cloudy. That there is Tenerife, about 70 miles away.
Y así in the crater. That is the Pico de las Nieves, the maximum de Gran Canaria, 8,949 meters. San Bartolomé.
Right then, so up there we have the highest point in Gran Canaria, and we are now stood in the crater down below. Now I know you've been wondering, why does it rain so much in the north and not in the south? So the south is 200 kilometers from Africa, the north is 1,000 kilometers from Europe. When the clouds are coming over on the north side, because that point is so high, the clouds don't move over to the south side, which is why it's so, despite the fact that the island is only,
vegetarian for the next
despite the fact that the whole island is pretty much 60 kilometers across, one half is hot, the other half has rain, and it's because of that point up there stopping the clouds moving onto the south side, which is pretty crazy. Ooh. It is very hot. We've been fed. The food was good. It was like part of the day. Basically they've taken us down to the bottom of the hill again. As you can see, don't know if we were definitely up there, but we were definitely at the top of one of the hills. So we're right down, maybe not quite at the bottom, but we are definitely a lot further down. And they've taken us to this little village, which is quite surreal. It's very quiet, so I'm trying not to shout too much. It's very nice indeed. And the food was good, obviously. That was the most important thing.
I don't think that's the way out.
We could try it. Well, we almost got lost, but we made it back with 10 minutes to spare to get back on the Jeep. And we met a local, bought some local food. There you go. Invited us in for a photo, which I thought was a bit weird. But he had one of them like big open fire things that he must cook on. So we got a photo, then he offered us a sample. And he obviously knows his tact very well, because at that point you could not really say no to buying some of his biscuits. But they are very, very nice, so I'm glad we went and had a bit of an explore down there. But now, as I say, we've got just enough time to get back on the Jeep. Bye bye.
The papaya.
Looking at this big wall, thinking, is it just leaves or what? Passion fruit. Look at that. This whole garden is amazing. Literally any kind of fruit you can think of in this little garden here. Avocado tree. Mango tree. Banana tree. Look at that. Wow.
And the other side that we have to the Astura de Maspalomas y Playa del Inglés.
Final stop. Another fantastic view. That over there. There. That's where we've been eating our food earlier on, so it just shows how far we've been travelling today. And if I walk over to this side, There's all of the jeeps. Over there is the sea and where we started. You can pretty much see it. If you think like over there, hills, not a lot going on, and then through that valley there to where the beach is, and all of the hotels and everything down on the south coast is where we'll be finishing. So yeah, it's been a really good day. And you know what it is? This guy, he's just loving life there. Hola. Very good. Right then guys, and we are back at the hotel. Absolutely knackered. Basically we got back, it's a few hours later now, we've just kind of sat around and done nothing, and we've just got ready to go out this evening. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's vlog. I have watched all the footage back myself. I felt a little bit like it was when a relative goes on holiday and comes back with a load of pictures that you can't really be bothered to look at, but I've done it now and I had a really good day, so hopefully that comes across in the vlog. A lot of what was going on today was like the views and the scenery, which was fantastic for me, but to try and capture that on a camera phone and then relay it to you guys, I think was a bit tough. But regardless, I had a cracking day. It was very nice and hot with some great views, and learned, like, I joked on earlier about the video being educational, but some of the facts were actually pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to drop a like. To be honest, this is probably going to be the last holiday vlog unless we do something else that I think might be exciting, as we aren't here too much longer. But I've had a cracking time, and again, I hope you guys have enjoyed the videos while I've been here. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.